Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. A little bit delayed because of the build up to Christmas, so I hope you understand and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm finally back, and before Christmas can come and take away what's left of my free time, I'm clearing up the remaining Mentally Advanced series. Today is the last two episodes that are out, which is the retake on Suitor for Success and Feeling Pinkie Keen, which had very good, in my opinion, original episodes for this abridged series, because turning the whole Rarity episode, whatever you think about her new personality aside, and making it all about cheering her up, the entire thing, and how they cut everything into itself, I thought they really cleverly did that. But now's Greg's chance to pursue another angle with it, or do something with the original conflict of the episode. You know, that kind of thing. Should be good, should be good. What I'm most interested about is Feeling Pinkie Keen, because that was the first instance of his second run-through of the series, where he went with the still frames and could do whatever the hell he wanted with the episode. He's got a lot more freedom now that he can animate, but I wonder, they went a brilliant angle with Pinkie having a tumor last time. It's like, can he put a different spin on it this time that's just as good? Because some of the dialogue in that really showed how far he'd come through the experience of doing Rainbow Dash Presents. It was a phenomenal return. But we're not going to find out unless we watch both episodes right now. Oh yeah, new music.
And so she said to me,
Yeah.
They look like they're from the reign of Potilla the Herzai. But little did she realize that they were specifically modeled after that era.
Yeah.
So in reality, her little jab was actually something of a compliment.
Okay.
But you know how ponies around here can be. I'm so lucky that you moved in.
She is
Aside
just
from
so
myself,
uninterested.
I'm the only cultured pony in Ponyville. I mean, Dash comes from Cloudsdale, but horseflies are all about pillars, columns, and pedophilia.
That is because of one of their ancient philosophers. That was a scandal at the time among their ponies, and they've never really lived it down.
Well, of course not.
Well, I suppose with the Greek
It
architecture.
makes sense if you think about it. I mean, why is Dash so stupid?
Yeah. Hey, are you any good at making dresses?
Oh, just go to hell. Get out of my shop.
Well, it's just that I came into your shop to ask you about getting a dress, and you launched into some stupid story.
I showed you what I had for sale.
You showed me a hat.
Well, do you want
and then you started telling me about your other clients.
Do you want the hat or not?
If I wanted a hat, I would.
Oh my god.
You stay in business. You make custom-to-order dresses, and you're based in a hamlet.
It's not a hamlet. It's a village. We have stores, and
You don't even have one of Celestia's churches.
it burned down.
And your stores double as houses.
This is a boutique.
It's your house. And the cakes business is also their house.
And you live in a library. Ponies living in dead trees shouldn't cast stones, Twilight.
Right, which only reinforces my point.
Why are you still inside my shop? I thought I threw you out.
I thought that I was the only metropolitan horse in Ponyville. Guess I'll go tell everyone in Canterlot that that's not the case.
Right. Well, the only adult female. You're not that important. Filthy Rich sometimes buys gowns for his daughter.
What about the mom?
She is some kind of harpy. I mean, last Thursday she came
Alright,
in.
so sell me a dress. I have to go to the Great Galloping Gala, and I need one.
Alright, give me just a minute. I have to grab my tape. I've got to do a few measurements.
They come custom, right? I've got a few requests.
Oh, I know where this is going. You want me to do something insane, like sew a star map into your dress, and it has to be accurate. Well, I can do it, but
Yeah.
it's going to cost a fortune.
Rarity, I am a practical pony. What part of asking you to turn my dress into a star map would be practical?
Well, regardless, it's going to cost a bit. It's not like
It
you
does
can
kind
buy
of clash with
that.
Twilight's taste in Sweet and Elite.
No, seriously, this is bothering me now. How would I navigate the stars if the map were printed on my ass?
I don't know. You wouldn't use it for that. Maybe go chat with the stallions from the Canterlot Observatory. Offer to let them stargaze, and then they'll be all impressed because, hey, look, it's accurate. Sort of.
Yeah, I see where you're going with
Looking
that.
at your butt, okay? It's...
You would think of that. What coordinate system would you use?
Is there more than one?
There's hundreds of them. Maps are 2D, but the real world is 3D, Rarity. There's a lot of trigonometry.
Alright, it would cost a double fortune. So you shot yourself in the foot there, didn't you, smarty pants? It's not gonna happen, is what I'm getting at.
A double fortune is like, what, 4,000 bits?
Okay, I have got to ask again. What is your budget?
You thinking about going to the gala?
I've thought about it, but I wasn't able to get a ticket.
They're running about 4,000 bits right now. Of course, selling them would be a felony.
Twilight, are you implying that you could get me into the gala?
Yeah, I'm a very metropolitan pony. I could get a ticket mailed straight to your house. It'll have your name on it and everything.
It's a boutique, not a house.
Whatever, I already gave away 2 tickets to Dash and Applejack.
Hi.
You gave tickets to the gala away to this?
To this?
The coolest flip.
Yeah. So, on the bright side, if you happen to find a ticket landed in your mailbox, it's not gonna look like you did me any special favors, and we won't get arrested.
So what you guys talking about? We gonna do an adventure? Twilight, how could you? You could just actually give me the ticket. There's no way that I'm going to have time to make a dress worth 4,000 bits.
I know. Just make something worth a couple hundred and, I don't know, set something up for Dash and AJ.
But why do I have to work for mine?
Because gratitude is not collateral, and what is Dash gonna trade me?
Comic books.
I live in a library.
I know, that's where I got them from. But I could return them, though.
Got nothing.
I was thinking that one of these days I could sell stuff out of my house like you guys. It's not a house!
It's not a house.
Yeah, I spent as much money as I had on cashews, because I was going to sell them. But then my house is a cloud, so the cashews got wet and now they're ruined. Business over.
Oh, that's too bad.
I heard they're thinking about building a McPones around here. Maybe I could run the store.
McPones.
See? They're thinking of starting a McPones. We are not a hamlet.
The licensee is gonna get screwed. You know it's just gonna be built into the train station, right?
It doesn't matter where they build it. A hamlet doesn't have a McPones.
Is this the modern world we live in? Seriously? Where a McPones qualifies as a church and turns your hamlet into a village?
Well, if our God wasn't
yeah,
a sun
interestingly,
god, maybe her church wouldn't have burned down.
a church is necessary for Hamlet to be a village.
And then I'm gonna buy the Wonderbolt, and then I'm just gonna make myself a Wonderbolt directly.
To be a McPones franchisee, you need at least 800,000 bits saved up in the bank. 50,000 to pay for the rights, and then 10% of your profits go to corporate.
Who in Ponyville can afford all that?
Filthy Rich? The same pony that owns the train station?
Oh, right. You know, he owns the lease on Applejack's farm.
So anyway, about these dresses.
I want mine to be aerodynamic, and have wings, just like me. You're ordering a dress, Dash. It's supposed to be flowing and pretty. But that's gonna have a lot of drag. This is going to be like designing clothes for 3-year-olds, isn't it?
Are you a professional or not? Just make her stupid dress.
Put on, like, a cone on the front to deflect the air.
Shut up, Dash.
Shut up, Dash.
Dresses without our input.
Thank you. You know, this is the environment that all professional artists should be working under.
Is it now? Jim of the Romantic Journey. That is something I'm going to be watching at some point soon. Let's have a look at what you have to say, mister. It's interesting. Yeah, I sort of see that, but Hoity Toity really wasn't a character that was meant to come back, but it's implied that Rarity's first started getting talked about because he promoted her designs at the end of the episode. So it's sort of the first link in the chain that resulted in her getting her boutique. So he was pretty significant in the grand scale of things. He was basically the scout who saw Rarity's talent. That's what I think. The adult fandom was very good and sure. I think Rarity's accent is more just her naturally posh disposition, as in she likes the fancy things in life, and so to that extent, wouldn't it be expected that she'd talk that way as well? I don't know. It seems more of a subconscious thing she does while enjoying the finer things. I'm sure you get where I'm going with that, but I don't think it's anything to do with a front, almost. I think you might be applying some adult overthinking, especially because this was season 1, before they discovered the Brony fandom, because of course all these episodes were made in the beginning, and Party of One coming out around the same time Cupcakes did was a complete coincidence. So I'd say that making such insinuations about season 1 episodes doesn't really carry a lot of water, because they really weren't thinking that deeply in season 1, trust me. Same with Fluttershy's rant about the sewing and stuff. This wasn't far ahead yet. I think they hadn't really nailed down what each character was going to be set in stone. I think they decided that by the premiere of season 2, when Discord came in and messed them all up from their true selves. And I think that was more of the period like, right, let's keep them on this track. So another thing I'm unsure about, you might need to dial it back a bit, Greg. I do agree that she shouldn't have done it for free, though, even as a favour. A discount, at the very least. This episode tries to do background. Part-time transcripts fully custody turned. Yeah, I noticed Rarity's eyes and eyebrows reacting when Twilight first asked about a dress, and then she told her to get out. I did notice. You're improving every single episode, and it's fantastic. I didn't have a lot to say in this one, but I was still enjoying it. There just wasn't a lot to go off, because it was just Twilight and Rarity talking to each other for the first half, so I was trying to pay attention. Yeah, good luck. I still expect you to at some point start doing your own thing and branch off for your own storyline with your own whole episodes. Yeah, okay. Skipping to the next. Let's see what happens this time.
A little too much caffeine today, Dingles?
Yes, but also no. Yes. Pinkie is the psychopotamus.
Okay. Well, you do that, Pinkie.
You don't understand. It comes.
Sure it does.
You cannot escape. From the sky it descends in righteous fury. Yes.
What comes?
Remember, she knows of stuff that Fracazod does.
The prophecy has passed.
As foretold. Yes. Did you bring a potted plant to fall on me?
No. Yes. Pinkie is innocent.
Her mind sees the truth, and Pinkie speaks the truth.
Kneel before Pinkie.
I'm gonna kneel you over and...
Tell Pinkie.
Woo!
What will Twilight do?
Surgically narrow your breathing passages, you pink asshole.
That is slightly
You
less sexy
pink
than
asshole.
Pinkie Hawk.
Yes, you hit me with a plant.
Pinkie predicted your future.
Well, I'm predicting your future, and it's full of scalpels.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you got a little taste of a Pinkie prediction, did you? Yes. Pinkie predicted the future, and then Twilight performs the threats.
Violence is the only way she's gonna learn.
Oh, no, her predictions are real, gal.
So are mine. They're called self-fulfilling prophecies.
Oh, no. Pinkie sees. Yes, it comes again. I'll tremble in despair.
Oh, no, you don't. Not this time, you little pink fuck.
See? You can't get away from them. You try to get away, and it just comes true. The prophecy has come to fruition.
What the heck? What kind of soothsayer only sees potted plants flying into her friends' heads?
Pinkie's gift is as mysterious as it is abundant. Yes.
She's never done this before.
Well, she has, actually, but last time was before you came to Ponyville. And it's usually after she's had a whole buttload of coffee. Pinkie must remain vigilant. The government spies upon her dreams.
Oh, yeah. How convenient that is. After Pinkie has been up all night, prowling all over the place, she can suddenly predict the trajectory of flying shrubbery.
Sometimes Pinkie predicts buildings falling down. One time she predicted that Dog Hoofington was gonna choke to death on some sunflower seeds, and sure enough. Yeah, she
That
is
laughter,
full of
though.
crap. You don't believe it? That don't make a lick of sense. What about Pinkie being psychic makes
A
any
psychopotamus!
makes any sense? Why does that not make sense?
Well, here y'all are, the literal element of magic in the flesh, questioning as to whether or not Pinkie has magical psychiatry powers. Yes, that is well. Pinkie has a degree.
I'm not questioning
A degree.
if she has powers.
Yes, you are. You just said to my face that psychiatry is full of crap.
I'm saying she doesn't have powers.
Then how does she see the future, Twilight? From analyzing dreams, it's your basic psychiatry. It is true. And AJ has deep-seated issues with her parents. Yes, she is coped by devoting herself to apples to replace their absence. Okay, now let's not get ahead of ourselves. It all fits. Yes, she replaces the apples with apples. I farm to live. I don't really appreciate this psychic analysis, Pinkie, your degree aside. How dare you mock Pinkie's education?
Where do you find the time? Where would she find the time to study and keep up with the field? She devotes each and every day to nothing.
And you fill the void of your life with books. Yes, because you do not have filling for the void. The true filling is... What is the purpose of...
Hard work, I think, to finish that thought. I fill the void with alcohol and the distant belief that I have some kind of destiny that will work everything out.
If the void has walls,
Princess!
maybe the walls of the void occupy physical space. So if you put a void inside a void, the second void is scrunched.
Really, Twi? I wouldn't think you'd take truck with destiny. Well, I don't mean destiny so much as a mathematical sort of fate.
Yeah, that's what I said. Destiny.
No, I mean like, if you hit a ball, the ball moves. So everything depends on everything else if something is gonna land somewhere, because something acted on that thing to put it there.
Well, generally, Twilight, that's something that puts you places is your own willingness to pick yourself up by the bootstraps.
Yeah, which is all controlled by hormones and chemistry.
And the desire to fill the void.
You are not a psychiatrist. Pinkie is a psychopotamus.
Look, she can predict the future. There's no sense in trying to apply the scientific method.
Who's applying the scientific method? I'm not. I'm just being skeptical.
You're trying to observe an intangible reality. You always do this, Twilight, and it's always wrong. If it's real, you just gotta accept that it's real.
Or what?
Then you are living like Pinkie. Yes.
Delusional and insane.
No. Yes. Applejack traitor. Living by your own rules.
I just think it's
Applejack.
what Pinkie would do. Going out of her way to set up an elaborate hoax so she can pretend to be psychic for attention.
Pinkie can see! It is enormous!
Oh, great. You're gonna bash me in the head again. Real hilarious.
Twilight? We are all going to the hospital!
Oh my god.
We are all going to the hospital. Alright. Alright. Oh. It's got a lot of criticism. Yeah, they admitted that was kind of like mess up in the writing stage. Like they didn't intend for it to come out that way at all. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the thing that was actually something to take issue with about the Feeling Pinkie Keen episode, I've heard from a lot of people, is that it took a really simplistic view of Twilight's science approach. Like, science is about being proven wrong, so that you can adapt your theories and discover new things. Twilight did not want to be proven wrong. She was doing research to prove it was false, not the other way around. You know, she should have gone into that looking for things that proved her wrong, not things that proved her right. And that was something that used to be a very good character flaw of Twilight, that she was a bit arrogant in her ways because she hadn't truly learned friendship yet. So obviously after becoming a princess, she became less arrogant. You know, maybe a bit more, oh, I must have an important task, I want to do my part. But it wasn't in the same way that Season 1 Twilight was like, oh, because I'm right. You know, it was a good flaw to have. You know, I sometimes wish she'd get carried away at some points again, just so that Celestia can pull her back or something. I don't know. But yeah, that whole pro-Faith thing was just a misinterpretation because of unclear script writing that was apologised for. So people really shouldn't take issue with that episode anymore. It was just an innocent bit of fun that people read into too deeply. PINKIE's past probably based on a real... Yeah, it wouldn't be surprised me if it was based on a real thing. There are some expert ocean navigators who, by detecting a slight change in the air pressure, they know that a big storm or typhoon's coming, and they can divert the ship's course. You look back, oh shit, there's a massive typhoon. Like, some people just have that instinct, you know? They even showcased it in One Piece. Yes. Learn to wear a hat. Yeah, we know that hard hats exist in Equestria thanks to seeing those construction worker ponies. Hey, I'm glad that they reoccurred at all. It proved that it was a constant thing, not a one-episode throwaway. Like, you know, it's not very often that things have fallen from the sky, so we've not had much use for a twitchy tail to say that they're going to. So, you know, I think Pinkie's been conveniently off camera at times when all of the predictions shown in episode 15 would have had a chance to have happened. I think that works out. I can believe. Yeah, I really enjoyed your original take on this episode, man. This episode, also put the more. Sure, then. Yeah, progression, man. This is why Greg is probably the best abridged series creator for the effort that they put in. Like, I know Friendship is Witchcraft has that high production value, so, but they've fallen off the wagon. They don't even make episodes anymore. Where are they? Whereas Greg is, you know, he consistently puts these out, and the effort that must go into animating something yourself, I think Greg deserves his credit and needs to be the most revered and celebrated creator of the abridged series. Because Ultra Fast Pony, right, is the funniest. Friendship is Witchcraft is the more well-produced, official-looking kind of thing. Whereas MAS is like a great combination of both. And I love it so much. And it helps that I am mentally advanced enough to understand a lot of the things they're talking about. You have no idea how many reactions I've seen of this where I get frustrated. You know, this series, especially the first few episodes, we're like, I'm so confused. What's there to be confused about? I'm sat here listening to them relate episodes to adult issues and agreeing with it, and people are like, what's going on? And I'm like, are you stupid? this is not hard to follow. You know, I really did not understand that in the earlier episodes. I really didn't. Anyway, this is sounding a bit conceited, so I'll move on. Yeah. Hey, quality over quantity, man. If it takes longer, it takes longer. You're doing a good job, and I know you'll keep improving. Alright then. So yeah, very, very good. I don't think I had as much of a rip-roaring time as I did with the previous 2 episodes, but he keeps his level consistent, and I really appreciate that. His animation's improving all the time. Maybe it's just because I received the original interpretations of these episodes so damn well that seeing something different might have been jarring to me at the back of my head on a psychological level. Possibly, but, you know, I think I'll see the full potential of this series get released as soon as he manages to make it past where he was previously, which was the Owl episode, and if you want to count Party of One, you know, that was only shown at the convention. Gala and onwards is going to be the best of the series, I think, because the most enjoyed episode for me so far of the Negative series has been Negative 11, which was the Four Weather Friends episode, which he had never parodied before, so all ideas were open. I think similar effects will apply further down the road, and I am so looking forward to it. I wonder how else we can spin the Diamond Dog episode, though. They already played them as the idiots pretty well. Anyway, I will try and record some more things before Christmas, so I will see you guys next time.